Okay, hello everyone. I'm going to give you a little rundown of what our tech stack is. I'm teaching two classes this semester. This video is actually intended for both of them. For the data structures class, I'm going to get into how you're going to do your homework. For the LLM class, this is basically just how to get a tech stack set up on your laptop. If you happen to have some other tech stack that you're more familiar with, more comfortable with, you can use that too. So this is just an FYI. All right, so when you're doing code editing, you typically have an editor that looks something like this. This is VS Code. This is a very popular thing. And there's different sections to this that you will interact with to do different things. So the first thing is you've got your files. So this is all of the source code, all of the project files, the configuration, the images, all the dependencies that get installed, everything that you want to use your editor for, and everything that you need to use to get your project working is going to be a file that's in a directory somewhere on your disk, and you should open your editor to work with that. The second area is this code editor here. So here I have a file open and it has issues in it because this is like I'm in mid homework here. So yeah, this is where you're going to edit your code. This is pretty basic stuff. This next area here is for Git. So this is for incrementally working on code and saving it, and then batching up those edits and then pushing it up to a Git server. And this is a way for you to keep track of all of the edits that you've made in your source code, so that if you mess something up, you can always revert back to a previous save point. The last area here is this is for the command line. So this is command line interaction where you type commands and the shell interprets what you're doing and it gives you some results. The command line is actually a lot bigger than it looks. So everything that you can use on your computer that is a command line program, you can access it directly in that terminal just by typing commands. And specifically in our classes, we're going to be using that to use the Git command line tool. You can use a separate GUI if you want to, like I showed you in the editor, had a GUI for it. But you can also work with Git on the command line. We're also going to be using npm, which is a node package manager, which depends on Node.js. So you get Node.js and all the other tools when you run npm install. I'm going to show you how to do that in a full video in a few minutes. So basically everything that you can do on the command line, you might be able to have a GUI tool to use that to do the same things with, but it's a lot easier to use the command line once you're familiar with it. I know a lot of you are just starting out, so if you're not comfortable with it, that's cool. I'm going to make another video about command lines too. So next up, I'm going to make a larger video about these topics. So first I'm going to have one on setting up all the pieces, how to get your editor, how do you get your terminal set up, how to get all the dependent software that you're going to need, specifically Node.js and some kind of Git client. I'm also going to make another video on how to use the command line. If you're already familiar with the command line, you're comfy with that, don't need to watch that. And the last one is how to do the homework, and this is really only going to be relevant for the data structures class. So I'm just going to step you through all of these things in little bite-sized pieces. So see you in the next one.